Okay, I'll offer a bit of a description about how the signals work. You've probably been noting from previous videos, we've got some signals there that magically change colour. So here's our points and signals map. As you can see, we've got the points down there, and we've got some sensors here, and we've got some signals. Now you can change the colour of the signals manually, actually, just by clicking on them. And you can see the sensors change when the train goes over. However, to get the signals going automatically, you need to set them up. This is what the setup dialog looks like. We'll look at signal 301 here, which is this one right here. So you have to go through each colour and work out how the colour gets set. And this one we've said, well, red's the default, so if there's no condition met, then set it to red. We'll go over to green, and you'll see green is rather more complicated. Now, we have these tabs called formations, of which there are 3, and on each tab we've got a choice. We've got a panel for points, signals, and sensors. Now, so for each formation, you can select a configuration of points, a previous signal that may affect this signal, or sensors that, of course, when the train goes over, that changes the signal as well. That's for this formation. And similarly for the other formations, you get points, signals, and sensor combination again. Now, probably if you know Boolean algebra, an easy way of thinking about how this works is to say a formation is, one particular formation is an AND function, whereas going from one formation to another is an OR function. So for this sequence has to happen for the signal to grow green, or this sequence has to happen, or this sequence has to happen, or that sequence has to happen. So we'll go back to the first one, and if you look at the first one, points 201, which is this one here, has to be upper. In other words, we're pointed straight ahead. We haven't got any condition on signals, but for sensors, 308 has to be vacant, that's one here, and this one has to be occupied. In other words, there's a train sitting here, but there's nothing sitting here. The points are going straight ahead, so this signal turns green. Or, we go to the next formation to find the OR, and you can have OR, points, 201 is set down this way, 202 is up this way, and 203 is up this way. In other words, the road is through there, in which case this one has to be occupied, but this one down here has to be vacant for that signal to go green. Formation 3, you can see that the points are set up lower, upper, lower, upper, upper. So we're going down from this to here, in which case this one has to be vacant and this one has to be occupied to get a green. And that's how you put them together. So, you know, if you actually wanted to create one, then you just have to, if you want to put another points condition, you have to press add, put your point number in there, select your point number, and decide which way it's going. Same with the signals, if you had a signal, or the sensors. And plus you can add a formation by pressing here and going in here and adding your own formation there. And so that's about all there is to setting up signals. As you can see, there's a bit of thinking involved in getting it all going, and plus it's probably not the be on all and end all, but it does provide, I believe, a reasonably convincing way of setting signals up that's, you know, that you can do through a convenient user interface.